For many years, scientists have wondered how different species are related and how this information could be put in an evolutionary context. That's where phylogenetic trees come into play. A phylogenetic tree is a diagram that helps us see the evolutionary relationships between different species. It's based on their similarities in their physical or genetic characteristics. Most phylogenetic trees are based on DNA sequences of different organisms. However, our phylogenetic tree will be based on the phenotypes of the different children's toys. Before we begin, let's review some key terms. Both anagenesis and cladogenesis are types of evolutionary mechanisms. Anagenesis is a mechanism in which one species evolves into another, but there is no branching. Cladogenesis is an evolutionary change of a particular species where new species are branched off from a common ancestral species. This phylogenetic tree is based on the toys that I found around my home. The tree shows the divergence of toys from sensory toys that we can touch and feel to brain teaser toys. The sensory toys then branch into either toys that look like a person or an animal, which shows cladogenesis since it splits into two instead of evolving in the same lineage. As you can see here, the brain teaser toys, like a puzzle, are the outgroup. An outgroup is a lineage that follows outside of the clade being studied but is still related to that clade. It is an OTU that is known to have diverged earlier than all the other OTUs. But what is an OTU? An operational taxonomic unit, otherwise known as OTU, is used to categorize organisms based on similarity. It can be a species, a virus, or even different alleles. So, in this phylogenetic tree, we technically have 9 different OTUs. There are 2 types of phylogenetic trees, unrooted and rooted. The one we see here is a rooted tree because we have an outgroup which allows us to compare the outgroup to the other OTUs and be able to know the order of divergence and the distance between the OTUs. The most common recent ancestor is the most recent individual from which the other individuals descended from. They are represented by the internal nodes, which in this tree is the orange dots. So if we look at our phylogenetic tree, the Barbie and the Baby Alive's most common recent ancestor would be the dolls. A good thing to note is that the shorter horizontal lines represent a more recent common ancestor between the 2 toys. As you can see, there is a more common recent ancestor between the Tom Brady and Ken Griffey Jr. toy than the Barbie and the Baby Alive toy. So here is my complete phylogenetic tree. As you can see, the toys evolve to either sensory or the brain teaser toys, and then from the sensory toys, they diverge into person or animal-based toys. From the person-based, they then evolved into either sport figures or dolls, and from the animal, they diverge into domestic or wild-type toys.